Panthers Nation, brace yourselves because absolute chaos just hit the Queen City. Training camp took a wild turn, and our entire season might be on the line right now. A massive update just leaked from the facility, and it has the whole league talking about our squad. We are facing some serious adversity, and the next man up mentality is officially fully activated. Before I reveal this brutal reality that just struck our roster, you need to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel immediately. Show your true Carolina pride and keep pounding with us today. As Carolina Panthers fans, we're watching our team navigate one of the most challenging training camps in recent memory, as an unprecedented wave of injuries has swept through the roster, becoming a national talking point. The most consequential of these blows arrived on day 1 of camp July 23rd, when second-year edge rusher Nic Scourton, who was the only highlight of our 2025 pass rush with 5 sacks, tore his ACL. This devastating injury means Scourton, who is poised to take a significant leap and benefit from having Jalen Phillips, will now have to wait until 2027 to see the field again. But he's far from alone. We've also lost Chris Brazzell too, who tore his LCL on July 29th, ending his promising campaign for the starting WR3 spot, and reliable right tackle Taylor Moton, who was announced with a blood clot on July 21st, sidelining him for the early portion of the season and forcing first-round pick Monroe Freeling to transition to right tackle. Then there's Nic Scourton, whose torn patellar tendon from the NFC wildcard loss means he'll miss the entire season, leaving another crucial gap. The list goes on, including Xavier Legette dealing with a stinger, Jatavion Sanders with an ankle injury, Mitchell Evans with a low ankle sprain, and Damian Lewis with a calf strain. For us, this hits hard because this is supposed to be the most important season in the Bryce Young-Dave Canales era. A chance to turn the corner, and we're already facing an uphill battle before a single snap is played. The sheer volume of critical injuries hitting our Carolina Panthers even before training camp truly took off is nothing short of alarming, fundamentally reshaping the early outlook for this pivotal season. This devastating pattern began well before players even stepped onto the practice field, with our starting left tackle, Nic Scourton, already sidelined for what looks like the entire season after suffering a torn patellar tendon in the NFC wildcard loss. A harsh blow carried over from the previous year. Then, just days before camp, the news broke that right tackle Taylor Moton had a blood clot, forcing an immediate offensive line shuffle and pushing our first-round pick, Monroe Freeling, from a left tackle competition to right tackle. This is where it gets real, as we consider Nic Scourton tearing his ACL on day 1 of camp after finishing his rookie year with 5 sacks, and the swift end to Chris Brazzell II's season on July 29th due to an LCL tear, derailing his promising bid for the starting WR3 spot. Historically, early and extensive offensive line instability, paired with significant skill position losses, has often crippled promising seasons, placing immense pressure on our young quarterback Bryce Young. Dave Canales and the front office are undoubtedly facing this unprecedented adversity head-on, focusing on carefully managing injuries like Damian Lewis's calf strain to prevent escalation, while actively implementing the next man up philosophy, already evidenced by Freeling's position change. They know this is the most important season in the Bryce Young-Dave Canales era, and every decision now impacts our path forward. The belief that Moton will return, and the clear-to-play status of J.C. Horn after his foot laceration, provides small glimmers of hope amidst the current storm. Alright, we've reviewed the extensive list of injuries impacting our Panthers, and now it's crucial we understand what this unprecedented adversity truly means for the team. This isn't just a tough start to camp. These injuries are fundamentally challenging the very foundation of the Bryce Young-Dave Canales era, making this pivotal season an even greater test of resolve. The immediate ripple effect on our roster is undeniable. Losing Chris Brazzell II to a season-ending LCL tear devastates our wide receiver depth and competition for the WR3 spot, while Xavier Legette's stinger adds another concern. On the offensive line, Taylor Moton's blood clot forces our first-round pick, Monroe Freeling, into the starting right tackle role, disrupting his battle for left tackle and shuffling critical pieces. Damian Lewis's persistent calf strain leaves our left guard position vulnerable. However, the most consequential hit is Nic Scourton's torn ACL, stripping away a proven 5-sack edge rusher and severely handicapping a pass rush that needed to improve. For upcoming games, protecting Bryce Young becomes an immediate challenge with a newly formed offensive line lacking crucial veteran presence and cohesion, potentially leading to more pressures and a stunted offensive flow. Our early season matchups will demand exceptional resilience. Let's be real, these significant injuries put us at a distinct disadvantage against our division rivals like the Saints and Buccaneers, severely diminishing our playoff chances before the season even truly begins. We must see incredible growth from those stepping up. Their immediate contributions are paramount. This is a sink or swim moment for many. Coaches must accelerate development, instill confidence, and find unexpected solutions quickly. Every game demands unwavering resilience and grit. As Carolina Panthers fans, we're all watching this training camp unfold with a mixture of excitement and genuine concern. While the extensive list of injuries, including Jatavion Sanders, Xavier Legette, Chris Brazzell II, Nic Scourton, Taylor Moton, Mitchell Evans, Ike Ekwonu, and Damian Lewis has certainly been a gut punch, there is a clear upside. This adversity forces our team to embrace a next man up mentality, fostering incredible depth and resilience that could prove invaluable later in the season. Younger players like first-round pick Monroe Freeling are getting crucial first-team reps at right tackle due to Taylor Moton's blood clot, experience they might not have otherwise. This early trial by fire builds character and identifies unexpected contributors across the roster. However, the downside is undeniable. Losing our projected starting right tackle for the early season, coupled with the season-ending LCL tier for promising wide receiver Chris Brazzell II and ACL tier for pass rusher Nic Scourton, significantly weakens key positions. This is on top of Ike Ekwonu already missing the entire season. National analysts and media, as Joe Person reported regarding Xavier Legette's status, are widely discussing how these setbacks could derail a season many hoped would see Bryce Young and Dave Canales make significant strides. They cite depth concerns, especially at receiver and along the offensive line, impacting stability for our young quarterback. And I'll be straight with you, while the next man up mantra sounds good, the sheer volume of significant injuries, especially to potential difference makers like Scourton and the immediate offensive line shuffle, makes me worry that the team might just be trying to hold water instead of truly swimming forward. When we consider this cascade of training camp injuries alongside the ambitions for the Bryce Young-Dave Canales era, a clear, albeit challenging, picture emerges for the Carolina Panthers franchise. This isn't merely a bump in the road for the upcoming season, it's a profound foundational test that will shape our direction over the next few seasons. Losing key contributors like Nic Scourton and Chris Brazzell II for the entire season is a significant blow to both our pass rush and receiver depth. While the prolonged absences of offensive line pillars Ike Ekwonu and Taylor Moton force unproven players like Monroe Freeling into critical roles prematurely. This immediately shifts the team's focus from building chemistry to surviving a depth crisis, inevitably meaning a longer, more arduous path for Bryce Young's development and for the team to truly compete. As fans, this situation calls for a steady hand and a deep breath. It's natural to feel frustrated and worried about the immediate future, but we must remember that adversity often forges stronger teams. This is a chance for many players to fast-track their development and for the entire squad to rally together.